self-love, jilling off, riding the unicycle, procrastinating, which by the way is my favorite one, spanking the monkey, making the bald man cry. In case you didn't get it from the title on this episode or all those ridiculous names that I just rattled off, this week is all about masturbation. And just know that the poor FBI guy who looks at my browsing history will be in for a world of shock. Sorry, not sorry. As I stated, I'm going to be switching up how I run and format this podcast a little bit. And here's the first of many episodes. I am so excited for this new direction, and I hope you all enjoy it with me. But, not too much. I don't want to know you're using my voice and words as spank bank material. And yeah, I totally just said spank bank material. As I'm sure most of you depraved individuals know, so many people masturbate. Like, a lot. I'd list off who, but you would probably need to scrub your brain out, and I don't really want to scar you for life. And of course, many people do it for many different reasons. There's pleasure, there's relaxation, sexual tension release, boredom. I can absolutely relate to every single one of those reasons. Boredom being one huge one, but that's besides the point. Some do it every day, while some do it not nearly as often. And then there are those people who are multiple times a day, and good on you guys. Also, when do you have the time? Do you work? Do you just go once and then pause and then 10 minutes later be like, yo, we're going to do this again? And I actually really don't want to know. Please don't send me messages telling me how you manage to do this multiple times in a day. Really, I'm good. I've heard a lot of stories. I really don't need to know that one. So with masturbation comes porn. And that can come, sorry, in so many different forms. There's magazines, there's pictures, there's video, there's audio. A lot of females actually prefer the audio over the actual visual, whereas some men prefer the visual over the audio, or the combo of the two is fine. Whatever, because some dudes really get off on the female, making noises and stuff, and that is horrible. I am so sorry. I like to actually switch it up. But there's literally something out there for every person, for anything you like. I seriously go on fucking the internet. You can literally just type in what you want to see and it's there. Popular one, Pornhub. It's free. You literally can just type in whatever the fuck you want and something's gonna pop up. It doesn't even matter how really depraved your fucking needs are. It's fucking there on the internet, which is insane and also awesome, but terrifying because some of you people are fucking disgusting. I have seen those little drop down menus of what's popular, and some of them I don't understand and they're gross. So yeah. Along with all the porn and the visual and audio and stuff, there's toys out there too. And there's also a billion fucking toys out there to use. Go again, internet. Just go on the internet and you can find whatever. You can go to porn stores, which are a thing, and just go in there. I went into one once and I didn't realize they have a downstairs. Do you want to know what the downstairs is used for? It's for viewing. So you can rent DVDs and go downstairs, watch a video and whack one out. And yeah, I'm sure the floor is very sticky down there. It's probably pretty gross. Some glory holes probably. So as if all this shit wasn't awesome enough, There is also a National Masturbation Day that is on May 28th. But realistically, the entire month of May is known as International, I can't speak today, International Masturbation Month, which I can only assume offsets No Nut November, but I'm guessing most people already failed that on day one. So, but guess what, guys? May will be your month. Fucking all month, guys. Or if you're single and alone, every single day of your life. The first National Masturbation Day was actually May 7th in 1995. And this was after the retailer Good Vibrations, which fucking amazing. What a great name. They declared it in honor of the Surgeon General, Jocelyn Elders, who had been fired in 1994 for suggesting that masturbation be part of the sex education curriculum for students, which honestly was fucking ballsy and amazing for her to do, because I think that everyone should have access to all the knowledge, even children, well, not children, middle schoolers should know, like, sex education, I think, is super fucking important, and you need to know this, because then you're going to get stupid people who are like, let's do fucking celibacy and da 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 da. That shit don't work, guys. People are going to be curious and fucking try shit out and be unsafe, and then boom, you got like a 12-year-old pregnant. And I want to say that jokingly, but that fucking happens all the time now, apparently. And I have a kid, and I'm terrified for that. But, like, teach your children how to be safe and masturbate at home in your own world self. And you can stay far away from humans and not have babies. So, I'm going to go into a little bit of history for you. So if you hate history, I'm sorry, but not really. Masturbation has been depicted in art since prehistoric times. Back in the 18th and 19th centuries, it was described as being heinous, deplorable, and hideous. That's literally all the history I'm giving you. I didn't want to go too far into it. I'm sure that we've heard the phrase, "You'll make God cry." I have seen that, like, depicted, like, not in real life. I don't think I've ever heard anyone say that in real life, but like TV shows and stuff, they're like, "You'll make God cry if you touch your dick," or you whatever. I can't with people. You're not going to make God cry. You're fine. But it's definitely become way more acceptable now, and is even, way less difficult to talk about. Sure, you're not going to want to sit there and talk about it with your mom, but you could, and it's way less weird nowadays. As accepted as it is, though, it is still illegal in some countries. I didn't get too far into looking into how many different countries, but I do know that some countries, I believe, don't quote me on this because I am not all-knowing, but I'm pretty sure if you do it, you can get your hands cut off, but I don't know. That could just be a rumor, but I do know that it's illegal. As I scoured the internet for this, I actually did stumble upon some interesting facts. I did say my poor FBI agent, right? This poor guy. I don't know who you are, but sorry. 4 out of 10 women actually prefer masturbation over sex. And honestly, I can totally see this. Why would you want to sit there and be disappointed with somebody when you can just take care of it yourself? Because honestly, you know what you like, and you know how to get yourself to the point that you want to get yourself to. And it's, why wait for a dude to disappoint you who's going to be a one pump chump who will get off and then leave you doing it alone anyways? So I fully fucking get it. I've only had that happen like a couple times, not very common, but it is common for a lot of people, who don't get off. My favorite is seeing the memes on Facebook and they're like, "Oh, did you come?" "Yeah, I came to the wrong house." It's my favorite thing ever. I love memes. They're great. So anyways, continuing with my random fact-finding mission that I stumbled upon. Male kangaroos give themselves oral sex. But like, what the fuck? Please don't Google this because you might get flagged for something. But also, it's a true statistic. Just fucking trust me on this one. Don't Google it. I didn't Google it, but I saw this and they're like, please don't Google this. And I was like, you know what, internet? I'm going to trust you today because I don't need to see that or understand. But it is everywhere. Like, that's a known fact. At this exact moment in time that you're listening to this or whatever, almost 800,000 people are masturbating, which is a fuck ton of people all being super relaxed all at once. It's like a giant mutual masturbation that no one really knows they're a part of. And that sounds horrible, and I'm sorry that those words came out of my mouth. But a bunch of people are getting off at the same time as other people. So, you can think about that while you're masturbating at home. 92.2% of people have rode the solo train in a chair. Now, my question is, what kind of chair? Like, is it a hardback chair? Is it a wood chair? Is it like a love seat? Is it soft and comfy? Because, like, I need to be, like, laying down and comfortable. Why are you people doing this in a chair? For anyone who does this in a chair, I do want to know this is why. Why are you doing this in a chair? Okay, well, maybe, like, a computer chair so I can see that, like, dudes and stuff doing it in a chair. But, like, pick a really comfy spot and do it and get, like, down with yourself comfortably. It's way more better. That was not a good sentence. Sorry. 95% of men and 89% of women admit to masturbating. Good for all of you. And you guys are some probably happy, relaxed humans right now. It's not like a bad thing to admit that you do this. Like, so many people masturbate, but it definitely, like, while it's more accepted now, it's still kind of taboo to talk about. I'm not going to walk down the street and be like, yo, guess what I do at home by myself? No, I don't do that. That's weird. But like, it's still a good number. I think that it should be higher. The women, you need to up your game and admit it more often. So now my question to all of you on the internet listening to this, have you ever been walked in on? Do you have any embarrassing or funny stories about it? I'm really curious. A lot of people have been walked in on while having sex, but I haven't heard anyone like admitting that they've been walked in on while masturbating. But I did find that more than 41% of people have been accidentally walked in on, and about 22.6% of women have been intentionally walked in on. Now, I don't mean in porn, because that happens a lot. There is a lot of porn out there where they're like pretending that it's accidental walking in on masturbation, but you know that it's intentional. It's fucking porn. Come on, guys. It's totally scripted. Not very well scripted. My favorite thing, though, is reading all the fucking comments under porn. It's great. They're funny. You should do that. But yeah, I really do want to know, any of you guys' stories, if you've been walked in on, if you've walked in on someone on accident, the amount of, like, embarrassment that happens. Just, like, I want to know, because I haven't. And, like, I'm kind of glad about that, because that'd be fucking embarrassing as hell. But I'm sure some of you guys have some interesting stories. So that about wraps it up for this episode. I currently have about 8 episodes not recorded, but lined up and ready to record, ready to, like, well, not record, I lied. I'm in the researching phase of 8 more episodes currently, hopefully 9, fingers crossed. And I'm really going to get back on this recording train and my huge train wreck of a podcast that I love all of you guys for. And the support has been really overwhelmingly great, and I love it. And I love you guys. So if you want, below this video, which will be on YouTube, or in all the description for all the podcasts across all the different sites, there are going to be links to all the different areas you can find this. But it is on YouTube, it's on Blueberry, it's on Stitcher, it's on Spotify, it's on Apple Podcasts. Please go there and rate this like 5 stars. I'll love you forever. There is not a lot of rates on there, but I understand I don't have a lot of listeners, which is fine by me. We're growing, guys. We're growing. Ha. But not in the section. I'm sorry. I can't. My brain just like went to a really dirty place with the growing comment. Anyways, so it's across all those. I still have the Instagram page up, which I'm going to try to be way more active on it. This is a train wreck. And then I also have the email still open. You can shoot me emails there for this is a train wreck. This is a train wreck at gmail.com. See, this really is. For any questions, comments, story submissions, literally anything. I love hearing from you guys. Thank you for sticking with me, and thank you for all the great help that I've had over the years. Let me know, or not years, because I haven't even been doing this that long. I don't know why I said that. That was really dumb. I'm going to leave it in here. I don't really care. I really enjoy doing this, and I'm really glad to be back and back out of my funk and back I can't say that word. Creatively. There it is. I had this trouble yesterday too I recorded one yesterday. I've already posted it. So this will be out a few days after that last podcast. But I had a hard time saying creatively for some reason. So let me know if you enjoy the new format, if there's anything you want me to include. I'm going to be lessening a bunch of the stories just because sometimes I don't always get stories, and I don't want to be freaking out if I don't have any. I'm going to be still doing more research on stuff. I can throw some history stuff in there as well, which I do kind of like doing, and I've been handwriting these out instead of typing them, so we'll see how long that lasts because my hand started to cramp, and not in the good way as it would be if I was doing what this podcast is about today. But anyways, thank you for listening, and I will be in your ears next week, and that was fucking lame as shit, and I am not sorry about it. All right? Have a good day, night, afternoon, evening, whatever the fuck time it is you're listening to this, and I will be back next week.